Hello, my dear boys. Hope all of you are well. Today, we will also discuss another creative question on magnetic effects of current. Okay? আচ্ছা। The problem is the ratio of the number of turns of the primary and secondary coil of a transformer is 1 is to 50. The electric current and voltage of the primary coil is 5 ampere and 220 volt respectively. Then we need to determine for question number C is find EP is to ES according to the stem, and our question number D is from the stem mathematically show that the electric power of the primary and secondary coil of the transformer remains constant. This is another type of mathematical problem. Okay, I'm repeat our mathematical problem. Okay, the ratio of the number of turns of the primary and secondary coil of a transformer is 1 is to 50. The electric current and voltage of the primary coil is 5 ampere and 220 volt respectively. Then question number C is find EP is to ES according to the stem. And question number D is from the stem mathematically show that the electric power of the primary and secondary coil of the transformer remains constant. Okay. Okay. Now the solution. Here, solution for C. Here we have given that the ratio of number of turns of primary and secondary coil NP by NS equal to 1 by 50. Now we have given that the current for primary coil is IP equal to 5 ampere, and the electromotive force or voltage is given for primary coil is EP equal to 220 volt. We need to determine that the EP divided by ES equal to what? Okay. Now, first of all, we need to determine the electric current for the secondary coil. Okay. For that we know NP by NS equal to IS by IP. So IS equal to NP by NS into IP. So IP is given that 1 by 50 and IP is 5. So we get 1 by 10. So our current for secondary coil I is equal to 1 by 10. Again, we know that, again, we know that, again, we know that EP by ES equal to IS by IP. So we get from our previous portion that the current for secondary coil IS equal to 1 by 10. So putting the value of IS and IP, we get IS is 1 by 10 and IP is 5. So calculating, we get 1 by 50. So EP by ES equal to 1 by 50. So we can write this as a ratio is EP is to ES equal to 1 is to 50. This is our answer for question number C. We can write uh, the ratio of primary and secondary voltage is, we can write this here. So we can write the ratio of primary and secondary voltage is 1 is to 50. So this is our answer for question number C. Now we will calculate our question number D. In question number D, we have two parts. From our first part, we will calculate the power for the primary coil, and in our second part, we will calculate power for primary coil, and then we will compare these two power and we will get our answer. Okay. Now for first part is for power of primary coil. We can denote it as P1, and we know that the formula of power is P equal to VI, or here EPIP. Okay. If there is no internal resistance, then we can write voltage as equal to electromotive force. Okay. Then EP is given that 220 volt and IP is given 5. So we get 11001. The unit of power is watt. So from our given stream, we get the power for our primary coil is P1 equal to 1100 watt. Okay. Then we will calculate for secondary coil. Power of secondary coil. Power of secondary coil, the formula is P2 equal to ES into IS. Okay. So in our solution from C, we get the is equal to from C we get is as equal to 1 by 10. Okay, and we can write for is we know that EP by E is equal to NP by NS. So for ES we can write NS by NP into EP. Okay, by cross multiplication. Okay, then NS by NP into EP into IS. So putting the value for all of this, we get we know that we have given that NP by NS equal to 1 by 50. So we can write NS by NP equal to 50. Clear? Okay. So NS by NP equal to 50 and EP is given that 2 to 0 volt, and IS we get IS from question number C is 1 by 10. So calculating we get 11001. Okay, so we can write or we can get P1 equal to P2. So we can write we get that the power of primary coil and the power of secondary coil is equal. So we can write the power of primary coil and secondary coil remains constant. So this is the solution for question number D. Okay, so thank you all boys for seeing my channel. Thank you.